Oh, good heavens. I'm never going to get down this mountain if you don't keep sitting there doing this to me, okay? So, look at this. I went driving down the freeway with my rocks still on the hood. I almost lost them. I had to sit there and stop, put the hazards on, and go get my rocks off, which one of them rolled off the hood when I stopped, so I almost left my Jesus rocks. So, here's the deal. He's not done talking. And I'm not the one that sits there and says, you're done talking. He's like, no, I'm not. That was just for part 1. Listen up, kid. So, here we are, just a few miles down the road, and he sits there and goes, how many spirits do you have in you? I'm like, Jesus, we don't talk about those things, okay? Because not everybody believes that way. And he goes, how many animal spirits do you have? I said, I have 4. And he says, and what are they called? I said, I'm the ferocious lioness, the fierce hawk, the family wolf, and the flaming horse. Now, the flaming horse just came online just a little bit ago. That is my little girl, okay? That's a little girl that's been locked up in there, pinned to the ground with chains and shackles and stuff. She's so free right now that she's riding with the shackles still on her, and the chains are sparking behind her on the fiery steed that she's been wanting to ride for a very long time, okay? So, I've always been the wolf. I've always been the family wolf. Always. So, 4 F's, okay? Ferocious, fierce, family, flaming. Okay? In academic terms, I'm failing. There's your other F, okay? But no, he says this is your future. There's another F, okay? So, I can keep sitting there going, but I'm not going to, because he's like going, yes, those are aspects of your personality, okay? All right, Vixen? You're the spirited woman. This is you. Not everybody can handle you, and there's not very many men who can handle you either. So, keep running, girl. This is you, okay? Don't ever back down. Okay, so here we go. Now, he says, you've got 4 spirits that are biblically in your thing, okay? 4, okay? He says, you have Aaron's spirit, because Moses couldn't talk, but Aaron could. Moses complained, I can't talk, I got a stutter. God says, fine, I'll give you Aaron. Aaron's going to speak for you to the people. Hello, that's me, okay? Jacob. Jacob wrestled with God, okay, before he became Israel. Catch that one? I wrestle with God all the time, and he still wins. I'm just glad he hasn't broke my hip, because I really need to be able to walk. And then, earlier in this walk, he sat there and said, you are Isaiah, because you are my spokesperson. Okay, so this was like a couple years back I got that one. And now he says you are got this next one, which you're walking in right now, is Joshua. Joshua paved the road for the promised land. He says, and that's you. So, spirits, not a bad thing, not an evil thing, not a witch thing, but a God thing, definitely. So, hope that kind of clarified some of that stuff up for you. I'm not a witch. I'm a saint. A saint in training, a evangelist that's traveling, that's being blessed left and right all over the place, and I really got to go to the bathroom, so God, stop talking so I can get to the next place where there's a bathroom, because I really have to pee. All right, we'll talk to you later. Love you. Bye.